Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution update video. And I am proud and happy to say that we have won. We have, and I'm not saying that to stir up any drama. I'm not saying that to try to take ownership for this change or anything like that. I don't think it was just me. It's because of every single one of you. Every single one of you is the reason why we have this change. So I'm going to give you my honest opinion on it afterwards, but please let me read this in full, and you can take from it what you will. You can, I would love to see your comments down below to see if what you think about these important news about dinosaur sizes from Bo at Frontier. So please make your opinion before I give mine, and then you can also, update your opinion or give the same or however you feel after I give my opinion afterwards. I don't want to create any extra drama than necessary for this, because this is a huge leap of faith and a strong showing of faith for our community. There are still some issues, I think, and I will address them afterwards, but let's go ahead and get right into it. Smack a like, because that's the most positive I've been about this game since before launch. Alright, so it says, excuse me. Hi everyone, we hope you are all having a wonderful day. We'd like to start with saying that we are incredibly grateful for having such a passionate and enthusiastic community. It's been a pleasure to read everyone's Jurassic journey so far, with people achieving platinum trophies and sharing their favorite dinosaur screenshots with us. We've also received feedback regarding certain elements of the game, one notable example being the sizing of specific species of dinosaurs. Initially, we stated that addressing these issues wouldn't be possible due to technical difficulties, including potential clipping, gameplay issues within the environment that the dinosaur interacts with, potential save game issues, and the adjustments of hundreds of connected associated animations per species. However, the community have spoken, and our amazing dev team have been hard at work to investigate these issues and look for solutions. We're pleased to be able to confirm that in the upcoming update, the team will be making some such solutions. Requests, adjusting to the dinosaur sizes, while we at the same time keeping true to the Jurassic dinosaurs, which has always been our aim. The changes we are making are as follows. Scale down the Ceratosaurus from 9.6 meters current to 9 meters. Scale down the Tyrannosaurus Rex from 14 meters current to 13.5 meters. Scale up the Spinosaurus from 13.7 to 15 meters, making her taller but less bulky than the T-Rex. Scale up the Giganotosaurus from 12 meters currently to 13.5. Now, these are all good and decent changes, and I applaud them for that. We apologize for the time it's taken to confirm these details. However, we feel it is vitally important that we triple check that any new additions are achievable before announcing them to the world. We hope that these changes better address the concerns regarding dinosaur sizes, and look forward to seeing I think they just had a typo here. Seeing your reaction once the free update goes live. We've received a lot of kind words from you, with the faith that Frontier will continue to support Jurassic World Evolution with new and exciting content. It's heartwarming to see comments with that level of trust in the development team, and it's absolutely what we will be doing. The team are hard at work planning future content for you to enjoy, and will be revealing all of the details of the first update in the special live stream with the developers, of which we'll be sharing the time and date this week. This week it's Thursday, so they have until Sunday, technically. Sunday technically starts a new week, but we'll give them Sunday, because a work week is Monday through right. So, okay, anyway. Thank you again for your patience, feedback, and understanding as we continue to work hard on Jurassic World Evolution. We're excited about the future it holds, and definitely has lots more in store for you, Bo. Okay, so now I initially did not want to start this video with that Ethan Van Sciver type of trolling and completely pointing out every little bitty thing as I read it, because this shows that they are actually trying to meet us halfway. Now, are there still problems with the game? Of course. Are there problems with this specific Reddit thread by itself? Yes, there is, and I'm going to go through that. But let me start with the props. Just the fact that they are scaling down the Ceratosaurus just a little bit shows that they do want to get that right. They do want to get the T-Rex right, Spinosaurus right, and the Giganotosaurus right. Now, or at least, you know, as they say in their own bio, that the Giganotosaurus is as big as the T-Rex, right? At least they're trying to do that. Now, what I will say is that, of course, all of this should have been in the game from the get-go, because they have said before the game was ever launched that they want to stay true to Jurassic World Evolution. And their initial game launch was full of non-Jurassic World type of flaws, Now, of course, there's nothing we can do about that because the game's already been launched and now they are working on it, so props for that. But this definitely shows that they were not as on ball with what our community expected from them initially. And that's still problematic, but the fact that they are meeting us halfway gives us hope for the future. Now, Bo says here that we've also received feedback regarding certain elements of the game. One notable example being the specific sizes of species dinosaurs. It says, initially we stated that addressing these issues wouldn't be possible due to technical difficulties, including potential clipping, gameplay issues within the environment that the dinosaurs interact with, potential save game issues, and the adjustments of hundred of connected associated animations per species. While they did say that, and I think at first they thought that it would just be too hard. The game was already set and it'd be too hard to fix all that, which means that they were initially lazy. They didn't want to take the time or the effort to actually fix that stuff. They thought that just stating that we're going to fix all this other stuff and not fix the hard stuff, and you have to be okay with that. Well, the backlash came in hard, and they did get in there and do it. Now, this does seem like excuses as to why they couldn't do it before, because they obviously can now. From the initial, this is what will be in the update thread, to now this important news about dinosaur sizes thread, which is still going to be in the update that hasn't been released yet, means that they have decided that, oh wow, we should do this because it's very important to the community, which is good, but it also means that they were trying to not do it initially and were being lazy. That's just the way it is. Now, I'm still not going to be here and sit here and say, like other big YouTubers have done today, and say, we're sorry, Frontier, and and we should apologize, and we should know. I'm not doing that, because no, this game still should have been what it should have been from the very beginning. All this stuff that they're adding, this technical day one patch that's over a month late, should have been from the beginning, and they've shot themselves in the foot. I have to be honest about that. Like, if all this stuff that they're trying to fix, which is good, they are trying to fix that, and I give them props for that. Shout out to Frontier for doing that. But their communication from the beginning has been hard, or has been lackluster at best. They haven't actually misunderstood the community. They didn't take into consideration how important dinosaurs actually are to this dinosaur community. I know it sounds weird, but I guess they thought that this game would be just universally loved. People would just turn a blind eye to all the bad stuff, and just continue to hope and pray that stuff would get better while there's nothing. No, like, they really did shoot themselves in the foot. And I do feel that in future games that Frontier makes, people will keep Jurassic World in the back of their brain going, well, look how much of a flop it was from the beginning, and look how much they had to do to fix it, and look how much the community had to bitch to get it there, right? So that's just how I feel about that. But the fact that they are going to be changed, and it will be in the update, shows that they are at least actually listening to us. Now, down below it says, we apologize for the time it's taken to confirm these details. However, we feel it is vitally important that we triple check that any additions are achievable before announcing them to the world. What do you mean any additions? You've built this game from the ground up. Like, you can do anything you want into the game. You can do it, and if you can have an excuse for not having dino sizes before, but then within a month be able to say that you can fix them, because we have so much backlash about that, then yeah, you can actually announce these changes to the world, and they are achievable because you built the game. It's I don't, people. I'm sorry, but if one person who is a moderator who is a mod can go into Fallout 4, for example, and completely overhaul that game. Todd Howard, and they've also said stuff like that too, like, oh, we're not able to do this, it's not achievable. But then one person goes in, a few afternoons in his spare time and does that himself. So I kind of feel like, whatever. I mean, at least they're doing it. You know what I mean? At least they're doing it. I just feel like it's excuses that they had, they didn't realize like how important this was to us and how important this game will be to us, because it is the last JP park builder we will ever get, or at least for the foreseeable decade or so. It says, we've received a lot of kind words from you with the faith that Frontier will continue to support Jurassic World Evolution with new and exciting content. It's heartwarming to see the comments with that level of trust in the development team, and it's absolutely what we will be doing. What kind words? Like, there are a few fanboys out there, but you can just look on their Twitter, and in any post that they've ever had, they are just completely getting trashed constantly. Even people who are supportive of Frontier and this game in my own comment section openly admit that yes, there's so many fixes, but I do have faith in Frontier. But it's not like they're saying kind things. They're like saying like, no, it's crazy how like why was the Giganotosaurus not bigger from the start? Like, they're not giving us examples on why that stuff wasn't done from the beginning. They don't tell us why that stuff. Why was the Giganotosaurus in its bio said it's as big as a T-Rex, but obviously not. Like, why? I kind of want to know why those changes were implemented from the beginning. So again, that's really all I have to say about that. I do want to hop on here. I was going to do a documentary video, but I got off work late, and that'll be tomorrow's upload, I guess. So I guess you guys technically get 2 uploads a day. With the Jurassic World Evolution coming right, I think it's the perfect time, right? And you guys, that's uploaded by popular demand. You guys wanted that, so I gave it to you. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. That's my opinion on it. I shout out to Frontier, big props for them. I'm not shitting on them in any way. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I do think that all this stuff should have been there from the beginning. Nothing we can do about that. But however, I do still feel that we are kind of owed explanations on why that stuff was wrong from the beginning. And also I would say that I do appreciate them saying it has taken a long time for us to get across, to talk about. Like, it's not that hard to just make a tweet and say, hey, while we can't make it 100% confirmed and we can't tell you that it's actually going to happen, the devs are tinkering around with seeing if size changes can be a thing. Like, I feel like Frontier a lot of times they stay quiet so long and then they speak before they're ready. That like there's just not proper communication within the company. And also on top of that, for any developer to say that they can't make a change in the game, they can't make a size change in the game due to save files or anything like that, there's definite ways to get around that. Like, many development teams have done that in years past, right? But it is what it is. I have to stay positive on this one because they actually met us halfway. Now, why do I say that we won? It's because at first they said no, and then we came in hard. And this is exactly why I say that we could never have given up on them. We couldn't. And when I say that, I mean, like, yeah, I know I'm hard on them, and I know that I'm an asshole towards them. But now, look, we got dino sizes, and I'm telling you guys that if my channel, and even Best in Slot, whenever he did bitch about it, now he's kind of shilling out a little bit, but whenever they didn't have the game that it was supposed to be, he did say certain things, and he has influence because the amount of subscribers he has. I have a tiny bit of influence, a tiny bit, and I have, I had a core following of people who's been disgruntled with Frontier and Jurassic World Evolution. And so while I do think that I have fueled that a little bit, it's people like Best in Slot, people like Gaming Beeper who have said certain things. While I will say that they probably should have spoken up a lot sooner, a lot harder. And Frontier should also have, spoken to us more frequently. And even just allowing the live stream dudes, the Muppets, Will and Ed, to be able to sit there and talk to us honestly, instead of, oh, they're hard at work, and make sure you leave all your comments and so they can fix it. Like, no, come on, just tell us. Let us know what we want to know. Like, why wasn't the Giganotosaurus big from the get-go? Why was that not? And no person, no fan, nobody, no YouTuber can come out and just be like, well, Universal wanted their T-Rex to be like, no. That's not the case, because the Indominus Rex is bigger. All the other, and it's just not the case. It's just not the case. And even if it was the case, where is it confirmed at? Where is Universal stating that at? Has Frontier said that? No. So yeah, guys, I'm just kind of ranting now and kind of going on about it, and there's not really much else to say. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy they did that. But if we don't stay vigilant, future games can end up just like this and never get worked on. If we didn't ever say a single thing and everybody just pretended like they were 100% happy with all of this, they wouldn't change it. They just wouldn't. But it's because that we are so vocal. It's because we care about these dinosaurs. It's because we care about this community and we want to see it taken care of and done right. It's because of us doing that they have met us halfway and given us what we wanted, which also means that they're underestimated what I was trying to say earlier. They underestimated just how much we care. They really did. And now I guess they're kind of like damage control and actually trying to fix a lot of these things. But there's still things that need to be fixed. Like they need to come out and say that they need to come out. If they can say that dinosaur sizes for certain will be changed, why can't they come out and say that for certain we will be adding terrain tools, we will be adding sand, or we will be adding whatever? Why can't they just come out and say that? I feel like they're just kind of stringing us along and giving us a little bit of what we want to hear at a time, just to I guess keep us quiet and keep us content, to keep us happy and keep us not yelling and not screaming, and so that way they can drag out all of these little bitty fixes as they want to, so they don't really have to work as hard on it, because it doesn't mean as much to them, because they're, at the end of the day, theme park fans. They're not Jurassic Park fans at the end of the day, which is nothing wrong with that. But if you are going to take on a community's franchise, you need to treat it as if you were that community, and it shows. It does show. But at least, again, they're meeting us halfway. I'll give them that, and I'll see you guys in the comment section below. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, I'll also see you guys in that live stream, too, that they're going to be planning. We'll be watching that.
You had me at hello.
Oh, baby, you got what I need.